Hi, I'm Lanisha and I'm back with another video. I had to make some coffee because I am exhausted. Excuse me. I spent the day in jury duty. It was brutal. Yeah, just waiting. But your word is your bond. That's what I wanted to come back with. So this all happened because I had a friend and we made plans, not once but multiple times, to do a thing, and every time it's an excuse. The first couple of times, come on, Mom. The first couple of times I was like, all right, it's fine, and then today she hit me with the same stunt, like, oh, I gotta. And I was like, all right, at this point it's becoming ridiculous. Like, it's becoming ridiculous. So I got irritated, and then I was like, wait a minute. You pulled the same stunt on another friend yesterday. So I had to go, my cat, I'm sorry. I had to go apologize to the other friend, and the other friend was like, oh, like, it's okay. I know life happens, this and the third. And, I just extend the invitation, and it's up to you if you could come, but, like, I get it, life happens. And on my end, I read the text and I was like, yeah, life happens, but there's only so many reschedulings that you're gonna do, like, it becomes, like, you make people not want to deal with you. And what that made me see is that it's really a character flaw, like. And I know me being that way, because there was a moment of reflection. As much as I wanted to be mad at my friend, really, it always points back to you. Your word is your bond. Like, and for me, that's like a learned behavior. And that was from my mother. My mother was like that. But also, you look horrible as a person. Like, you're not dependable, reliable for nothing. And it's disappointing. It leaves people disappointed in you. Like, and these are like core principle behaviors that, we should know how to operate. But, some people just lack that. So, I needed this. This is an espresso pod, but it's the Mexico. I think that's my favorite one out of all of them. It's the strongest. I had this the first time when we were cleaning up my mother's house after she passed, and I was like, oh, this is like triple, quadruple shot of espresso. It's really, really good. So I just do a little bit of creamer and brown sugar. That's that. I don't like all that junk in my coffee. Keep it simple. Cream and sugar. That's me forever. And I don't like iced coffee either. Today I considered it. I was watching something Munchies on here, the Filipino boy. He had got Vietnamese coffee, and I was hearing some hype about that for a while, that it's really strong and concentrated. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna try that. So I went looking today. Well, not really. I just typed it in and I was like, nah, I'd rather go home and make a cup of coffee. So that's where we're at now. But back to your word is your bond. It's a foundation that you just need to uproot. You need to change. Like, and I know for me, having all this time to reflect and really just change my ways, right? Because God is working on me again. And I find that every time I'm in a transition period in life, like, it starts with me it's always with me leaving a job. It's a seasonal thing for me. And I have to, like, go at my foundation, how I operate. And really, like, go into the internal hardware and start, taking things apart and replacing and doing all of that. So that's where I'm at in this season. And I'm really proud of myself too, because it's the willingness to change, right? And seeing the error and wanting and doing the thing. So with your word is your bond, like, you say you're gonna do something, follow through. There's no excuse. Unless somebody's literally on their deathbed, there really is no excuse. So yeah. And if you don't know how to start, like, it starts with little promises to yourself. Do you keep your word to yourself? And I know it's, if I'm in the mood, I'm that kind of person. I gotta be in the mood to do stuff. And I really want to change that too, you know? So, yeah. So I came across another video today by Shayna. Shayna Speaks. And it was titled, something Pick Me Mothers. And so the theme of the video was just, I guess it was a young lady who, her parents didn't want her at the house making or like doing hair, right? So she was going to school along with doing hair on the side. So she ended up buying her own little suite or renting her own suite and doing hair there. So then one day she came home late and her stepfather locked out the house. And it was a whole commotion that it was going to call the cops. All this stuff. And so she was saying from her end, like, I don't understand. Like, it's always like this, you know. And that opened up Pandora's box for me. So, I don't know how deep I want to go. Yeah, we're not going that deep. But it opened up Pandora's box for me. A core memory unlocked. And I was like, whoa, time for therapy again. And, so with that being said, like, I was against therapy for a long time because of the therapist I had. She was more focused on my love life than anything else. And that dynamic wasn't anything serious to be harping about. So I really didn't understand her fixation with that. So it ended up being that something where she didn't take my insurance anymore and we just stopped seeing each other. So from there, I think she left a bad taste in my mouth to where I was just like, I don't want to do this again. Like, I don't need this. So I was against it for a minute, but because today happened, I said, oh yeah, girl, let's get back at it. So I think this next therapist that I go looking for, I don't really care the gender, but more of, I do want them to be Black. I think that changes the dynamic a lot if they're Black, because they understand the background of things, right? They understand the, abuse in the home and all of that. They get it. They know, so we gonna do that. But, yeah, that is something that's important to me. And someone that gives me homework, because I don't want to meet with you every time and then we're picking up where we left off. That's a big thing for me. So, yeah. So I'm really, I'm happy about how I'm moving in life and all the shifting that's happening. I'm here for it. I'm really, really happy. And it's probably the coffee talking, but right now I can say that I'm happy. And I think honestly, it's just like, it's the confidence in God, right? Like knowing that in everything that I do, I rely on Him, but that I know that no matter what, He's there. He's always there. He's always leading and guiding me. Like, so I'm good. Like, you don't have nothing to stress about. Even in this season that I'm in, like, it's shifting to just being gracious, being gratuitous, like, it could be ugly, but I'm okay. I'm so okay, so, and everything, just give thanks, because it could be worse, and your word is your bond. Like, really just follow through with people. You don't want to leave a bad taste in people's mouth. You don't want them to remember you as the freaking flaker and everything, like, so yeah, we'll leave it at that because I'm in a good mood. So bye.